Well, we're here for episode 6.
Mike's working.
What?
Mike's working.
Oh, was I talking too loud?
No, Mike's working.
Oh, okay, good, yeah. Good. Right. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready
Okay.
when you are, mate, yeah.
Cool. So, episode 6 now. Got some bits and pieces to talk about today. We had a hell of a racing week last week, didn't we?
Yep.
So we're going to start by talking about a little summary on Goodwood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Thoughts on that. And then we'll move on. We've got our list here,
Yep.
as always. So let's dive into it.
Got a little Goodwood. Can you see that? Sort of see it, can't we?
Yeah, no, yeah, they can, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice picture, that, isn't it?
Nice course.
Coming around the bend. It was a tricky week, Goodwood. I hope many of you done well. But it was a tricky week, wasn't it?
It's a funny track, mate, Goodwood.
Yeah,
you always get some unlucky losers. You find it a lot of the time. You've got two options, haven't you? You either wait to the cutaway, which you can see there, funnily enough, or you go around the outside and steam home.
Yeah.
And you do get some unlucky losers, and it is good racing. It's such a funny track, mate.
Start by talking about it is a funny track, yeah. It was, and that, do you know what? It was a high flying, fast ground, fast paced Goodwood, you know, and it was. I think the ground was hard, wasn't it? It was firm out there.
Yeah, it was good to firm on it. There's no excuses for a lot of horse on the ground, though. It's summer.
Yeah, it is. Sun's out.
Don't want it watered too much, mate, do we? We have that from October through to March, April.
No, that's right, mate.
Shit ground.
We talked about that last time, about the Ascot, about how O'Brien wasn't happy.
Yeah.
We had a comment on one of our videos saying, you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, that's probably right.
No, but it was aimed at me because I'd posted Yorkshire at York to run well.
Yeah, well, we...
But you watched it back, and I haven't got an explanation for anybody.
No, it was done out the stalls.
It was done out the stalls, yeah. Kevin pushed and pushed and pushed quite early.
He missed the kick. He missed the break, didn't he?
For anyone that hasn't caught up with previous videos, I sat here a couple of weeks ago and said York's coming up. I've just come back from Newmarket.
Goodwood.
And sorry, what I keep saying York.
Keep saying York. You got it on the brain.
Sorry,
Goodwood coming up.
Goodwood is coming up, and look out for Yorkshire, which was a horse of the Ed Bethel stable that needed to go back to 7 furlongs, needed some nice ground, and just needed to make sure that he was entered into a nice big handicap, and he come out the stalls, and it just didn't happen, did it?
No, he missed the break.
Yeah.
And was it who was on it? Was it Kevin Stott?
Kevin Stott was on it.
Yeah, he rousted the horse along because he was drawn inside, and had he not got up there quickly, he'd have soon found himself at the back on the outside. So he used up a bit of energy to get the horse there. Well, the horse didn't settle, did it?
No.
His head was flying left, flinging right. It just never set. His race was done after a couple of furlongs, unfortunately. But it's not to say it's not a good horse, mate. It just wasn't meant to be on the day.
Yeah, and you're right. We were talking about draws on that day. So he was drawn 1, and we were talking about how with 7 furlongs, the numbers are swapped. Do you remember? Yeah. So if you're drawn if it's any lower than 7 furlongs, the numbers are swapped.
Yeah.
However, 7 furlongs, you're drawn 1. But I'm looking at it thinking, oh yeah, you should do okay there. But you get buried away. You're either forced to go to the front and forced to lead the pace, so that you can when you come round that home bend, you get on that rail, so you're forced to force the pace along, or you wait for luck in running.
Yeah, you got the 5 to 6 furlong sprints. You go stand rail or high numbers, and like you say, when you go 7 furlong, 7 a mile and upwards, they switch around in the draw. But you're right, and that's what we say. Goodwood's a funny track, mate. It can be really unlucky, but yeah, with Yorkshire, just for whatever reason, and I was the same. Don't forget, I gave out Tropical Storm.
We need to talk about that. Yeah,
which ran really well at Goodwood. It was still is a maiden, unfortunately. Who I thought would run really well. Had the right jockey on board, O'Shea Murphy. Good draw. Went to the front. About a furlong out, I thought, we're in here.
I thought so too.
And then last furlong, died a death.
I know,
It just absolutely
couldn't
collapsed.
sustain it.
Nah. So whether O'Shea went too hard, too early, or whether he just didn't stay. But again, we won't give up on them because it's horse racing. We know that Yorkshire and Tropical Storm could easily both go out next time and win, because that's what racing makes you look a prick. It makes you look stupid at times.
Yeah, it does.
But they can easily go back out, both of them, next time and win.
Yeah.
So I won't give up on them.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
Yeah.
Both of them. Because that horse has got to break its duck soon, and Yorkshire's got to come back to form soon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, wait and see. Just, don't give up on them, people. Don't give up on them. Keep those horses in your trackers, please.
Every dog has its day.
Every dog does have its day. So, anyway, there we go. Look, I posted something on our YouTube channel last week at the end of the Goodwood Festival to say who was the most impressive, and 3 people voted on it. So I said, what was the most impressive performance? Was it Kyprios? Was it Notable Speech? Or was it Opera Singer? And each person voted for one each.
Oh, really?
It was 33% on all of those.
Okay.
So they couldn't be split.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it now. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So Kyprios, I said to you before the race.
I know who my selection is, by the way.
You know who your selection is in a race that's already happened? What?
No. I know who
who you would have voted
the best
for?
winner was.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do that first. Who was most impressive?
I like the Godolphin horse.
Notable Speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
From winning the Guineas to absolutely flopping.
Coming 7th.
Ascot. I thought it was impressive to come back and win like that.
Yeah. Nipped up the inside.
Yeah. Waited for the cut off.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Week, he did. Yeah. He sat there and waited.
Yeah.
But as soon as it opened up, he went down the inside. It won well.
Yeah. Good to see it bounce back to form. Won really well. I think you're probably right there. And the reason I say that is because, well, Kyprios came back and retained his crown, which was good. That was impressive. He's come back again. Yeah. And now they've put him away for the season.
Have they?
Yeah. I think they want to put him away for the season because they are already eyeing up a 3rd victory. So a 3rd cup for him.
Yeah.
And Opera Singer, I wonder if Ryan got it easy on the front end or not.
But yeah, with Opera Singer, she was due a win.
Yeah.
She's a good horse. You look at the last 2 races.
She was due a win.
It was coming. That was coming anyway.
Yeah.
Stepped up to 1 mile 2 from a mile. It was a good win. And Kyprios, likewise, I think I text you after the race saying, you can't, this is such a serious horse.
What, Kyprios?
Yeah.
I know, I said to you before the race, Kyprios won't win.
You did.
Because I thought there was more to come from Sweet William. I did.
Yeah.
And we were quite surprised that Kai's Chorister didn't race. But we know why she didn't, so we'll go into that after. But yeah, quite surprised. But interestingly enough, words out of David Menissier's mouth were, there's no point, Kyprios was going to win anyway.
Yeah.
It was good. It was impressive.
It's a serious horse, mate.
I know. I know.
Every time you think, because he niggles quite early sometimes, and you think Ryan Moore, he's not travelling well here. But I think it's just because the others get him a little bit off his feet, but then he just stays, mate, and
he don't stop, does he?
No, he just goes.
Yeah. So, he's the stayer on the scene, isn't he?
I wondered if they might have had a little crack on softish ground the Arc.
Really?
Yeah, could have done.
Okay.
Shits and giggles, mate. Why not? He's only a multi-million-pound racehorse, so it don't matter if he's last.
Aidan O'Brien doesn't do things for shits or giggles, mate.
He should do.
So
he might do it at home. I don't know. Might be a right little joker.
We talked about this before. We said, I reckon, imagine a dinner table with all the Irish trainers, Aidan O'Brien at the table, Willie Mullins at the table.
Pissed,
mate. Fucking absolutely wankered. A lot of them. Yeah. Completely, but yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a serious man, isn't he? Yeah, so there it was, all 3 of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Really impressive.
Notable Speech. When you get a bounce back like that, sometimes a horse bounces back, but doesn't, to bounce back like that, oh, that was good.
And it would have been nice if we could have got an end of season Rosallion against Notable Speech rematch, but that's not going to happen now.
I know. And why is that not going to happen?
Because Rosallion is now injured for the season.
Rosallion is out for the season. That's right. Oh, however, no, wait. Before we go on to news story, we're going to talk about news stories next. But when Opera Singer raced, I'd like to take a horse out of this race, if I may, out of the Opera Singer victory. See the Fire, Andrew Balding.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you did say before the race you were going to have a little play on this.
I did have a little play on that, yeah. Like, looked See the Fire raced with against City of Troy when he just about made it happen recently at Sandown in the Eclipse. Sorry, in the Eclipse,
yeah.
And just looked to be crying out for a little bit further. But I thought this is 16-1. Andrew Balding, Oisin Murphy, in the colours of Alcohol Free. Good horse that. And 16-1. It wasn't. It was close at the line. It was close at the line because you started to see Oisin think, I could get this, and he had to wait for the gap. Got the gap, and then 16-1 finished second in that race. But that was impressive. So I think there's another one for the trackers here, guys. I think there's See the Fire, Andrew Balding. Put that in the tracker. Interested to see where that horse goes next.
Well, he stepped up again. What was that? 1 mile 2, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I think
1 mile. 1 mile 4, or keep it at 1 mile 2.
I think 1-4 is the trip, and I think could we potentially see an Andrew Balding horse in the Arc? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it'd be a brave shout.
You're right, it would be a brave shout.
It's horse racing, isn't it?
You never know.
No.
You never know. Anyway, this week's news headlines consisted of the sad and bad news that Rosalian's out for the season. Shame. Said Superstar Colt will return next season, though.
Yeah, you never know with these flat horses. It's not like jumps where they come back year after year and you get a love for the horse because they, constantly competitive and you see them again on the track. But you find with the flat, you get these sort of 3-year-old superstars. They race for one season and they're sent to stud because they're worth millions and millions. So it'd be nice if it did come back next year.
I hope so. The horse was impressive, wasn't it? Yeah. St James's Palace, Irish 1,000 guineas, 2,000 guineas.
Yeah, it's unlucky in the 2,000 guineas, obviously noble speech, but
I know.
Yeah, it's a good horse, and you want to see him back, don't you? You want to see him year after year racing. Unfortunately, you don't all the time. You get the odd one like Enable. I think she raced till 5.
Yeah.
So you get a couple of years out of him. Kipros's obviously come back a couple of years now. So yeah, that's what you want to see.
That's why you love the jumps so much, because you see the same horses quite a lot more than you do on the flat.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We also had another story in Racing Post, which when I read it, I thought this was always going to happen. It was always going to happen, and it ties into Opera Singer's race because Emily Upjohn was there and Kieran Schumacher.
She was there.
Yeah, Emily Upjohn was running,
but didn't do anything.
No.
I know where you're going. Go on.
We sat here about a month ago, and there's a little clip on our YouTube channel of us talking about Kieran Schumacher and questioning him and his ability of whether he's a thorough Group 1 jockey. It was another bad ride. It was.
Yeah.
Gosden's come out and said there's been no bad rides. What?
I mean,
let's have it out.
Yeah, look, we're not going to sit here and slate him every single episode.
We can't do that.
But, because has he got the ammunition? Yes, in Spirals, Emily Upjohn and a few of his free win stuff like that. Have they been a tad unlucky with like draws and stuff? They've ended up outside draws. Like
Emily was wide.
Emily Upjohn, yeah.
Yeah.
But then, does he do himself any favours once he gets? I don't know. Yeah,
he had opportunity to tuck
wide
in.
wide and at the back and wide, or he makes a move too early to move up outside. I don't know.
Look, he gave her too much to do. Like he had opportunity. I'm telling you now. I've watched that race from the bird's eye view, and he had opportunity to tuck in.
Yeah, which he did. Should do. Should have got the horse covered up.
Absolutely. And I know we can't sit here and claim to be. Claim to do what they do, and there's a lot more to it when you're actually on the horse in the race. Yeah. I get it, but he's trying to fill the boots with Frankie Dettori, and I think yet again you got one news article saying there's been no errors from John Gosden. And then you've got a news article going, he's been jocked off.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it, John and Thady? Because he's you jock off because the jockey's not good enough, and it's not like taking Callum Shepherd off and putting Rab Havlin on like they did with Ambiente Friendly. Kieran Schumacher is supposed to be an up and coming Group 1 jockey, and now, which rolls quite nicely into the second headline, he's been taken off of Inspiral, isn't he?
Yeah.
And replaced with the one and only Ryan Moore. Mm-hmm. Ryan Moore doesn't ride for the Gosdens ever.
No, and it's not going to do him any favour if Inspiral goes and wins.
No.
On Sunday, it's not going to help, is it? Because then it comes down to, how good's the jockey? No, we're not jockeys, mate. So again, the guy I can't.
Football pundits aren't pro footballers.
No, but when you get, we're massively into our football as well, and if we watch football and someone's not performing, you're going to get taken out of the team.
Yeah, you are. You're not going to be. You're going to be on the bench, aren't you?
Yeah.
So he's been benched, and I think there is definitely been one too many of an opportunity lately where Free Wind, Emily Upjohn, and now they're not willing to give him another chance on Inspiral. So, I hate to say it, Kieran, but unfortunately, lately you haven't been good enough. This is it. If you have to, if you're in the limelight of the media and competing in Group 1s, you need to face some criticism.
He did get one win on. It might have been Free Wind actually. Was it Free Wind?
No,
there was one. There was the same colours. There was one not particularly great ride and one, but well, look, he'll get back on him at some point.
Oh,
but
do you know what? I think he arrest was where he went to the front just a little bit too soon, and Free Wind. I think he did get a success on, didn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to check it out.
I don't know.
But
anyway, look, there's a bit of trust.
Yeah,
there's trust issues there. So
maybe it's a bit of nerves. We're not going to go over old ground again, but it's a big ask to step up from following him from Frankie, innit?
Yeah.
Good luck to him. Carry on.
Yeah,
Don't beat yourself up to keep going, innit?
Yeah, you got to keep going. You have to keep going. Yeah. So, Frankie, talking about Frankie, he said in the news this week that he wishes he'd have moved away 10 years ago. He said, "Why didn't I do this 10 years ago?" The man's got no plans of retiring.
It sounds like he's loving life in America, innit?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh, good luck to him again.
Do you remember the Frankie Magnificent Seven at Ascot when he rode 7 winners out of 7 rides?
Yeah, I obviously weren't there, but yeah, it's not bad going, is it? Probably retire after that.
It's worth a punt. There was a couple of people that had a few quid on that, mate, and definitely did retire.
The horses, I remember that as he kept getting the winners and winners, so let's say he had 5 winners, race 6, the horse might have been 8-1, but it soon ended up 2-1.
Yeah, because the pattern was forming.
Yeah, then the 7th race horse again might have been 5-6-1. It ended up 13-8. Something stupid. Like they just kept getting.
You can't turn your head to a jockey in form, can you?
Bashed in.
Yeah, that confidence boost that a win gets you. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we got that, and also we've got some news about the Marois. Is that how you say it? The French race?
The Marais?
The Marais, sorry, yeah.
Wow.
The Mao, yeah. Marois. Marais. Anyway, so the Marais. The French race, the
race on Sunday at Deauville.
Race,
the Group 1 on Sunday at Deauville.
Group 1 on Sunday at Deauville is consisting of Inspiral and Charon.
Yeah, it's a good race. There's a couple of us in there as well.
Yeah?
Yeah. You got Goodwood, the horse that I mentioned a few episodes ago.
Yeah, I want to go into that.
He's in there. Hatem. Don't know if Hatem's good enough to win it, but
such a consistent horse.
He is consistent.
That was the horse that you said you're glad that he got his head in front a couple of weeks ago because he deserved it.
He's just a great battler. The French horse, Metropolitan, could be a spanner in the works. Finished 3rd at Ascot. And it was running well at Ascot, actually. It got stopped in its track, couple out. Result was the same in the same race as Rosalien. But yeah, on paper there's 8 runners, but 6, 7 of them look strong.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we know about? So I haven't explored what the ground's going to be like out there or anything just yet. I haven't had a close look at it. Normally, 24 hours before is when I start to dive deep into the everything. But Charon's a short price, mate.
Yeah, 6 to 4. Yeah.
6 to 4.
It's probably the right favourite on all known form. But yeah, it's quite short. In Spiral, 5 to 1, I think. That Goodwood, 5 to 1. Who was the one in there? Who was the second?
Well, I want to say. So Simon and Ed Crisford have said he's exciting about Goodwood, and he's ready for a Group 1, which is obviously the same thing that you said last time. About Goodwood.
It was Hattem. Hattem's a lot shorter than I thought. Actually, I've got him as 4 to 1 here.
Yeah. Have you got all the odds there?
Yeah.
What are they?
So you got Charon 6 to 4, Hattem 4 to 1, in Spiral 5 to 1, Goodwood 5 to 1. The 2 French horses, Big Rock 10 to 1, and Metropolitan 10 to 1. And a couple of outsiders after that, but yeah, it's a good little race. Of 8 runners, it's a good little race.
Just on Goodwood, quickly, because I think it would be quite befitting to stay on this horse as being the theme of that race, considered that it was mentioned by yourself.
Yeah.
Ed Crisford says about Goodwood, he's been training really well into the race. He's ready for a Group 1. It looks like it's going to be a small field, but very competitive race. He said he's only had 4 runs in his life and you need to keep proving yourself. The way he won the other day in a good field at Ascot showed he's ready to have a go at the top tier. He's still quite babyish, and even at Ascot he hit the front and he idled a bit. Now, when horses hit the front and idle a tad, that shows there's more to come.
Yeah, so he is a summer mile at Ascot, he won, wasn't it?
Yes.
And he did win Coasley. Listed race before that, so he's obviously, like you say, only 4 runs, but he just keeps stepping up.
Yeah.
This is his first proper, obviously, Group 1 test. I think he'll run well. Don't know if he'll win because it's a strong first Group 1 for him, but he's got to have a great chance.
Got to give him a crack at it, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know who's riding him?
Who's riding him?
He's being partnered by Callum Shepherd. Funny enough.
Yeah, but Callum Shepherd rode him last time. I'm sure he did.
Correct. So he's retaining the ride.
So the owners kept a bit of faith in the jockey, have they?
It seems like it.
We spoke about that before because he got binned off, didn't he, Favlin? And I'm going to friendly.
Yeah, that's what we just said. Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, look, they say he's improving at home. I'm interested to see 5 to 1 for me. I always take 5 to 1 is the bottom each way price. Like you can't really take any lower than 5 to 1. So I'd be inclined to give him a chance.
Yeah, a little each way.
A little each way on 5 to 1. If we can get
8 runners, 3 places.
If you can get Bet365, 3 play. Are they sponsoring this? Bet365.
Again, it's like ITV. They keep calling us, but we're trying to negotiate, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. No,
we're not.
No, we're not. I don't think we're allowed to say that, actually.
Are we not?
No, I think we are. Or I don't know.
Oh, what are they going to do?
This might be our podcast, but the platform belongs to YouTube,
anything,
mate.
We've just given them advertisement.
Well, this is what we said about the ITV series.
They should be thanking us.
Also, how much time have we got?
Are we running out of time here? What's going on?
We're going to finish up in a couple of minutes. We've got a couple of minutes left. FYI, the next bulk of, I know dates and when these videos go out and all that, the next bulk of the Champions Full Gallop comes out soon.
All right.
So we're going to get on that and we're going to have an episode of talking about that soon.
Yep.
Couple of weeks, we'll go into that once we've covered all the episodes because, as you saw from the last video, those of you who haven't, go and watch it. It's been great so far, and we're looking forward to getting our teeth into that, talking about it once we've seen all 6 episodes. I've been waiting for the rest of them to be released for ages because, mate,
I need to catch up on them.
ITVX, they've just put the tip in, as in they've released 3 episodes at once and then kept the other 3 back.
Oh,
so they put the tip in, pulled it out, and that's it.
Wow. They'll be out soon.
They've said, look, finish yourself off. Yeah, so...
Come on, let's go.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. Anyway, we've done Goodwood. We've talked about who was most impressive. We've talked about a week of some really interesting racing headlines. And we've talked about how much we're looking forward to the French, the French Group 1 on Sunday. Just a little word from you. Who does win it on Sunday, do you think?
Oh, mate.
If you had to pick one, who wins it? Are you going to give a chance to Couloir?
Yeah, I've got to stick with him because I was impressed with him. And he's still only 4 races in, so might be a bit too much now. But if Inspiral comes back to her best, be interesting. Charon is a worthy favourite. And from the French side, Metropolitan, I think it'd be the one. If there's going to be an upset from the French side, I think it'll be Metropolitan.
Okay. Yeah, but the people watching want to know who's going to win it.
Mate, we're not a tipping service.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, there's, you see.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna say that we should give a chance to Couloir, an up and coming horse. Yeah. So no, it's not a tip. It's just saying,
Yeah.
Well, sit there all smug.
I said no. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. So it's in a race on Sunday, so I've got to sort of stick with it. So I said after winning the Group 2,
next place to go is Group 1.
There you go.
Done. Okay. Right, we'll bring episode 6 to a close, and I will see you and you in episode 7.
Over and out.